Hey folks, it's Ardwulf. Welcome. We have an unboxing video for you today of a brand spanking new item. This is Last Stand, The Battle for Moscow, 1941 to 42, from Multiman Publishing and designer Masahiro Yamazaki. I believe this is part of their, I don't know if it's part of their international series or not. It doesn't say that anywhere on here. But this just showed up. This is a buddy unboxing, so we'll thank him at the end of the video. And we're in the, what is, I believe, the relatively typical MMP inch and a half-ish box. So let's open it up and see what we get. A couple of copies of this were ordered, so I've actually seen the inside, and it is quite pretty. I'll also mention, I don't know if this box art is like actual Soviet propaganda poster art or not, but it's a really cool cover, I think. It's a really striking cover. This will really stand out well. If we look at the credits on the back, we will see solitaire rating medium, complexity medium, playing time 8 to 10 hours, scenarios 3, and we'll talk about that when we get to the book. Game scale, units are division, turns are 10 days, and hexes are 17.2 kilometers. The designer is Masahiro Yamazaki, developed by Nick Richardson. And the graphic artists are Masahiro Yamazaki and Nicholas Escoby, who is kind of the lead graphics guy at Multiman Publishing. So let us open her up and see what arrives in the box. All right, so first of all, we have 2 dice, and they are suitably red given the subject matter and the box art. A 10-sider and a 6-sider. Put those in there. We have the Multiman. See, it says International Game Series here. I mean, I figured it was. It just doesn't say that on the box. This is the Multiman card. It tells you what's in the box. 1 box and a lid, 1 24 by 34 inch map sheet, 1 full counter sheet, 1 half counter sheet, 1 rule book, 2 player aid cards, 1 reinforcement chart, and 1 6-sided and 1 10-sided die. So, and their information in case there's a problem. All right, so we have the rule book here. Slick paper, big print, big print. Looks like the 30 pages, 32 pages, something like that. 28-page rule book, actually. So complexity on this looks, I'm prepared to agree with their assessment of medium, let me put it that way. I'm also really pleased with the physical look of the game. I think it's a very pretty, it's a traditional war game in every way, but it is very pretty. So slick paper in the rules, big, relatively large print, and not particularly complicated looking. Decent number of illustrations in the book without being lavishly illustrated. An acceptable number of oh, it looks like we're changing counters out when we eliminate steps. Ooh, that's a bit of a hassle, but this counter density is not that high. All right, so we have a half counter sheet, which looks like mostly markers and some red army units of some kind. I don't know what those are. They're HQs. These look like supply units of some kind. That totally is what that looks like. Okay. Then we have a player aid card with the CRT, explanation of results, and list of modifiers. On the back, there is some look like rules notes for overruns and infiltration, reaction and exploitation, and out of supply isolation and disruption. It's nice that they have this, actually. It's also reasonable to do when you have a game with rules that are this simple that you can summarize them and put them all on a card. So now we have a full counter sheet. These are just like the other sheet. These are half-inch counters, and they are on what I take to be the current standard MMP white core stock. This is some kind of highly compressed board. It tends to wear pretty well in my experience. And I feel like it's thicker than the stuff they used to use. It's not monumentally thick or anything, but it's robust, right? I don't believe that anyone will be complaining about the thinness of the counters. I believe that Multiman's counter thickness is higher than it used to be. So obviously we have Germans, and presumably these colors mean something. They may mean unit designations, or they might not. I don't know. It looks like they do. So the red is 2nd Panzer Army. Orange is 4th Panzer Army. So that actually makes a lot of sense. And it kind of looks like we have a lot of untried Russian Soviet units here too, which is interesting. Okay. So we're back to that mechanism, which has been used before, even by games I've unboxed. Here's a reinforcement card. Soviet reinforcements, not as many German reinforcements as you'd suspect. And then scenario 2, hold on. Okay. Scenario 2, the winter counteroffensive. Here you have the setup. And, well, actually, hold on a second. Let's go back to the book. Are the scenarios back here in the book? Yeah, okay. So there's 3 scenarios here, right? There's a campaign, there's an extended campaign, which is 2 turns longer, and there's a winter counteroffensive. And it's all on the back of the box. The standard campaign is 10 turns, the winter counterattack is 6 turns, and it starts on December 5th, 1941, and then the whole extended campaign runs from October 41 to end of January 42. So turns are 10 days, so 3 turns per month. Okay, and so we got that player aid card as well. And let's bust out the map. Oh, we have one more thing here. This is actually just another player aid card identical to the last one with the CRT and the rule summaries on them. I assume that the map is by the designer, actually. And I'm only saying that, I don't know that. Does it say it anywhere on here? It might. Yeah, I don't see it. And I only say that because I don't think this looks like Nicholas Escobe's work, but I could be wrong. It doesn't say, it just says graphic art. It's Masahiro Yamazaki and Nico Escobe. And the counters actually look to me a lot like, maybe this is Nico's work, thinking about it. I don't know. The counters look like, they have the feel of Victory Games counters with, I'll show you why I say that, with the quite small unit ID symbols and the various factors around that, and well, I'm fumbling over the words here. The NATO symbol is both small and offset towards one corner of the counter, which is something that it's not like Victory Games is the only people that ever do that, but that's something I've seen a lot with Victory Games, and actually I've unboxed a couple Victory Games lately. That won't get posted because they are not out of the shrink wrap things. So, pretty handsome map. It's one map, obviously, and it's a standard size wargame map. Quite a handsome game. This is by the same designer as Red Star Rising and Stalingrad Pocket, neither of which I have any experience with, although they're both obviously also East Front games. There's a whole little wing of East Front games in MMP's International Games Series, none of which I've ever played, but all of which have a relatively good reputation. So we may get this to the table at some point locally. We'll see if we can get away from OCS for a while. Right now we're doing OCS on the East Front, so probably not soon for us, but hopefully you have found this unboxing video quite valuable. This is Last Stand, the Battle for Moscow from Multiman Publishing. If you've enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to click the little bell icon to get notified when new content comes out. If you would like to support Ardwulf's Lair, please share the videos around on social media, or you can click on the Patreon link in the video description. Until next time, thanks for watching and happy wargaming.